In a small town, a respected doctor named Dr. Harris was known for his exceptional skills and compassionate nature. He had built a reputation as a healer, but beneath the surface, a darkness began to grow. Over the years, he became increasingly disillusioned with the medical system, feeling overwhelmed by bureaucracy and the limitations placed on him by hospital policies. Driven by a warped sense of justice, Dr. Harris devised a plan. He believed he could rid the world of those he deemed unworthy of life, patients he considered a burden on society. At first, he targeted individuals with terminal illnesses, convincing himself that he was offering them a merciful release. He carefully selected his victims, administering lethal doses of medication under the guise of providing pain relief. As the weeks turned into months, his confidence grew. He became more brazen, expanding his list of victims to include those who were elderly, chronically ill, or even those with minor ailments whom he deemed problematic. The deaths went unnoticed, masked by the normal ebb and flow of hospital mortality rates. With each life he took, Dr. Harris felt a twisted sense of power. He meticulously documented his actions, rationalizing them as necessary for the greater good. He convinced himself that he was a guardian of health, removing those he believed were suffering. As his actions escalated, rumors began to circulate. Families of the deceased started questioning the sudden deaths of their loved ones. An investigation was launched, but Dr. Harris maintained his facade, using his charm and knowledge to deflect suspicion. However, his hubris would eventually lead to his downfall. A junior nurse, suspicious of the unusually high mortality rate in Dr. Harris's ward, began her own investigation. She gathered evidence and presented her findings to the hospital administration. The initial skepticism quickly turned to alarm as the numbers were verified. The authorities were called in, and soon Dr. Harris found himself in the spotlight. With mounting evidence against him, he was arrested, and the full extent of his crimes came to light. The community was shocked as they learned that he had taken the lives of 151 individuals, all under the guise of care. In court, the once respected doctor stood trial, his reputation shattered. As the testimonies unfolded, the townspeople grappled with the betrayal of someone they had trusted. Dr. Harris's twisted rationale was exposed, revealing the depths of his delusion and the horror of his actions. Ultimately, he was convicted and sentenced to life in prison, but the scars he left behind remained. Families mourned their lost loved ones, and the medical community reeled from the betrayal of one of their own. Dr. Harris had sought to play God, but in doing so, he had only revealed the fragility of human life and the darkness that can lurk within even the most trusted individuals.